just the 6th time in franchise history, the Panthers are matched up against the Texans. Houston looks to tie the series with the win on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Texans set to take over on offense, and we see them led out by their veteran quarterback in his 11th season in the NFL, but first in the Lone Star State, Tyrod Taylor.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Oh, yeah! I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Taylor. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation. And if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Let's go. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now it's Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 33 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rolling to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Yeah, partner, I know how. Hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Out left to Anderson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
That one going to be complete to David Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, on Monday Night Football, bitter rivals in the NFC East, the Eagles and Cowboys from Arlington at 8:15 Eastern Time. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Texans, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
You know, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Darnold on first down. Again, he finds Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On second down, Ingram again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Back now in Houston. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Ingram again. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
36.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. To the air again, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darnold to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Slide for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. Here's Taylor. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Darnold and the Panthers now down by 8, a little under 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Taylor going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.